Anthony Antoine Moore. I'm 18 and I go to San Diego City College. I like to skateboard, big video game nerd. I play bass guitar in my meantime, and I just like to exercise and influence my health and wellness. Well, I think honestly, the past 2 or so years, I've been on a really good streak of where I've been and where I'm at right now. I started off being an intern at the San Diego Public Library. I was there for about a year, and now I'm their first part-time hire as of a couple weeks ago. I'm proud of my 4.0 GPA I was able to maintain my first 2 semesters in college, and I'm just proud of the impact that's having on my community. You know what I'm saying? I often tutor in math a lot, and I'm very proud of how I can influence people and help them get where they need to be. I would have to say my great-grandfather. We don't see eye to eye all the time, but he's been like a father figure in my life. I grew up without my biological father, so he's just always been a strong male role model who was there. My great-grandfather taught me that everything in this world can be explained by mathematics, so I've always held that true to myself. A lot of people don't entirely see the point of mathematics outside of the classroom. Like they'll all hear, oh, when am I going to use this outside? But I think that it's integral to explaining everything around us, advancing society and technologies. Honestly, if I'm being entirely real, it's just searching for that love that I would normally get from my family, outside of my family, so like my friends, my community. I definitely had a struggle with connecting with people due to my distant family, but I realized that it doesn't have to be that way, and I can find that sort of love in my community and within my friends, and I can use that love to, help people who are just like me or people who are less fortunate than me. Music is definitely my number one outlet. I love listening to music and playing music. I would say exercising and working out is also a great outlet. Like anything movement based will really relieve some stress. And I talk it out. I have some great corner of friends who are always there for me, and just talking out my issues and not holding up inside of me and letting it explode. I think just practicing mindfulness and wellness with a great group of friends has definitely kept me stable. Okay, so the MESA program MESA stands for Math, Engineering, and Science Achievers, and it is kind of based upon this concept called the learning culture, to where it states that the reason why some people don't often navigate college well is because they don't understand the college culture, and there's always a culture in everything. And the college culture is built upon things like mental toughness, emotional intelligence. You know what I'm saying? We practice this note-taking strategy called BPR, where it's effective ways to note-take and remember things that happen in your classroom. So MESA program is pretty much dedicated to boosting student success in STEM by incorporating the learning culture and learning. So you'll often go through training, and you'll check with the corner man about how you're doing. So yeah, it definitely is a program that's helped me coming into college, because I was always been a good student, but I wasn't aware of certain practices that I wasn't incorporating that make me even a better student. So yeah, there's so many stories about students who are failing, and then they get with the learning culture, and all of a sudden they're just this empowered, student who can just bolster through all their classes. So yeah, it builds monsters. I think that the hardship that I've definitely faced, and one that I still face, is when I was in high school, my mother moved up north to LA to kind of get herself right. She wasn't entirely well mentally. She thought that it would be beneficial for her to leave my great-grandparents and her to get right, so she would come back and be a better mother. But doing that, she kind of left me with some unsupported family members, and I needed to pretty much take my life and put it into my own hands. I couldn't wait on nobody. I couldn't wait on someone to come get something from me. I had to pretty much get up and say, this is my life, I'm gonna put my foot down and get what I want. And yeah, it started off with me just looking on the internet for opportunities for jobs, because I really wanted to just make something of myself. I was going to an online charter school where I didn't have much a connection with students, and I wanted to build that community and get to know people. So I interned for the San Diego Public Library for about a year. They helped me really get into college and fill out my FAFSA and do all these crazy things that would help me become a great student. I entered the Emoja community at City College, and Emoja is a community-based club that is focused on increasing Black student transfer rates. And that club has shown me an incredible amount of love and solidarity, to where it feels like I don't have to do this alone. I have community all around me. So yeah. I always say that I'm a great problem solver. I love solving problems. I love critically thinking. And that's probably why I love mathematics the way I do. I like putting my head and really focusing on how I can solve a certain issue. And that can come from mathematics or just general life experience as well. Give me a certain task that has really, difficult solutions, and I'll find a way. I also think one of my traits is definitely I'm emotionally intelligent. I think I'm able to navigate my life so well is because I'm really in tune with myself. I try to practice mindfulness. I think that also allows me to become more a level-headed person so I can navigate, being angry, being sad, or just hectic situations well. I try to keep a cool head, take the high road in most things I do in life. And I'd say I'm quite persistent. I'm very determined. I never deny failure because I think failure is vital for learning, but I do think that I will do all I can to prevent it. Yeah, I'm persistent. I'd say I'm emotionally intelligent, and I'm problem solver. Oh, I thought you were going to that. Dr. Rob is our Moja math professor, and I was going to a stat class because I didn't really need it. What I needed was trigonometry, but I went into trigonometry first day and I got so scared. I had so much math anxiety and I didn't know what I was doing. And I went to an online high school. So being in that big classroom of people who really understand math and I just kind of get it really kind of scared me off. So with Dr. Rob's stat class, I didn't need it, but I took it just so I can get that better foundation in math for my trig classes whenever I'm going to go back and take it. And everyone in that room, everyone in that class had math anxiety. Like, I'm not good at math. I can't do math. I always failed math. But he walked in there first day and said that we're all going to pass and we're all doing honors. And just seeing from the first day how people were saying that they couldn't do math for the last day, where we're all huddled together, tutoring each other, helping each other. Everyone's helping them out. I got to the classroom helping people out. I'm making a study guide so we can all finish the final. That class has reignited my love for math and honestly has made me discover one of my biggest passions was educating people. That class will always go down in one of the best classes I've ever taken ever. And I can't ever thank him enough for opening my eyes to see how math can truly be. And yeah, his support and help for our community. Like, this dude would get on a Zoom with you at 3 a.m. to do your quiz. Like, who does that? Open my eyes on how we should be educating each other, and it should be a labor of love, not whose class is the hardest. So this is from the Amend Black Male Leadership Conference. City College was participating in the Knowledge Bowl, and the Knowledge Bowl is a 9-college tournament where we would all have to study Black history. I was doing music, HBCUs, Who Am I, which is pretty much you see a picture of someone who is this, why they're influential. And I did the entire October calendar of Black history. So pretty much every day in the year, something happened in Black history. And I was responsible for memorizing the entirety of October. And yeah, we went to the Knowledge Bowl at 9 colleges over California, and we won first place. And yeah, it was definitely a great moment for me. Another moment where my passion for educating others appeared. We were in the bus going to the conference. We were all studying and huddling together and doing practice tests. And yeah, it was great. The conference allowed me to make a lot of great networking with great people from the Amend community. And I even won a scholarship for the Amend Leadership Academy. Great experience. We won first place, go to college. I'd say just stay true to yourself. Be true at heart. Every day is an opportunity to grow. Every day is an opportunity to become better than yesterday. Be your biggest critic, but your best friend, and have faith and hold on. Like, whatever goes around comes around, and you woke up today for a reason. Every day is a great day. And, I believe that if you hold in and keep doing your thing, keeping by business, that something's going to come. You'll see it. What pushed me to reach out especially towards college, was me realizing that I'm built for much more than this. And I'm able to learn complicated stuff, and I'm able to grasp these things in college, and I'm able to be college successful. What also influenced me was my mentors affirming that to me, affirming that, man, you're so smart, like you are this, you are that, and made me realize that I can go to college. So I had this wonderful mentor named Maddie Ortez from the San Diego Public Library, and she really uplifted me and made me realize my potential, and she was right, I'm here, I'm doing all this stuff. And yeah, I would give anyone advice who's a little complacent or who doesn't want to reach out for greater things, just go for it. You know, as long you got it in you, you just have to believe it. You can grasp complicated topics. You can be college successful. You just got to go for it. You just got to be about it. Well, right now I'm majoring in computer science, and I want to use computer science to influence social change, identify oppressive algorithms in our system and point them out and start a conversation around them, using computer science innovations to, solve issues. You know, like there's one guy who made this comp sci app where he took private universities with really low Black student rates, and he made a network for them so they would all have a community. And they're really, and the university doesn't have much Black students. Stuff like that inspires me, and it makes me, it blatantly points out the connect between computer science, math, and real world issues. And yeah, I want to continue to educate others and be an inspiration to others.